Welcome to another episode of Anno 1800, and look at all those people! What are you all doing? Visiting?
Visitors are falling away.
Oh no. I mean, I don't know if we could manage to have that many more people here, so maybe it's a good thing. But I was looking into my trade routes. Yes, I wanted to change the amount of rum. Oh no, it's right. I thought that I had the beer and the rum, and I was like, oh my god, we've been going backwards. We're taking the drinks from the old world and giving it to the new world. That's not what I want. It is. It's just I need to up this one. Maybe up to 15. Because we actually have quite a bit of rum left in the new world, so might as well increase what we're bringing over here. So for now, what we're waiting on is for the expedition. To get where it's going, or for something to pop up. So I'm just kind of going around and checking on everything. So far, I have had to add another plantain kitchen. We have the fish oil and the bananas kind of building up, and we're still pretty low on the bananas, though it looks like maybe it's leveled out a little bit. We have some, because we had 0 for a little bit there. So now we can have that going a little better. So yeah, I'm hopping around, seeing how it is for everybody and making sure everything's as in balance as it could be, which isn't very, but I'm doing my best. I was looking into what it would take to make these hats, and it does take 2 fields, which, oh, we don't even have the fertility for that here. We need a new island. Are there any good-sized islands left? There's that one. That one. Oh no. Does this one have this might be our only option over here. Not a whole lot of space, but I guess if all it does is grow cotton and bananas. Alright. So what we need to do is get one of our ships. Let's grab
Falcon ready.
The penguin. Not the penguin. The mild shrimp, I think is what I want.
Frigate first class.
Yes. Let's go ahead and go over here. And then we need wood and bricks, I think. Oh, there's another island right here. Oh no, that's not one we want. That's not looking great. Is this prosperity? So that must change. No, this is prosperity. Okay. Whew. I was like, that's what we have to work with if we ever get that island back? I think this might have been her island originally. Okay. That makes me feel better. Alright, let's go ahead and
orders,
put
Admiral.
Wood and brick, I think. I can't quite remember what it takes to... Oh no. I feel like it's changing back to this by default, which I've never seen before, but I can't remember what it takes to start a new dock and to claim an island, but let's hope that's it. I guess, are we at war still with,
We careen into the unknown.
I'll be with you in a minute. Yeah, okay, so we do have a ceasefire, so I don't need my gunship with it right yet. Please go away. Let's go over here and see about
Coordinates plotted.
claiming that, and then see what he needs.
We await your order.
Florian pursuit. The Porforians are escaping with the contract. The smoke of battle provides the perfect cover for a small craft that is now racing clear of the skirmish. The entire assault must have been a diversion so that they could sneak out with the papers. You and Hannah may never know the truth unless you get them back. They have quite the head start, but you might catch them if you give chase. Alternatively, a few harbors nearby will grant them sanctuary, if you can try to anticipate their likely heading. Let them run, instead try to establish their likely destination, or trust your lookouts to keep you in range. Let's go with the one that has any extra success chance. Your navigator mumbles awkwardly, realizing he has proposed almost every one of the myriad small harbors in the region. Someone coughs. Perhaps all of these officers have been summoned to the cabin merely to share in his humiliation? We've lost them, then, a skeptic pipes up, addressing the elephant in the room. So what now? Search every harbor, elicit a friendly local power to help? Alright, appeal to the local nearby authorities for information, or check every nearby harbor and hope and find them. Well, one of those is much more likely to succeed. Break out the alcohol. You're made to wait in line. Your diplomat may have done well to remember that this local crest as one loyal to the crown, but you are not the only envoy present. Daiquiris, bananas, and soft furnishings are a small compensation for time lost. Despite the formalities, the prefect transpires to be loyal. He says that Montoya is the only nearby place that he has knowledge of the Porforians having their claws into. You cross your fingers and head there yourself. Let's give them drinks and let them rest before heading out. Oh, the wind must have been in our favor because our ship's already here.
Frigate first class.
Okay. So, let's see. I mean, that seems like a good enough spot. So if we click this, build, we need iron. Okay, gotta head back.
First class.
Ooh, here's an example. We're actually helping our allies repair their ships.
They say it's bad luck if I'm aboard. Like Jonah.
There we go. So it's repairing these. That was close battle, guys. Look at his poor ship. I also have planned some new cannons, but we need more brick for that, which seems to be in slow production. Wonder why. We have the clay pit running at 100 and the two. Okay. I mean, it's there. It's doing its thing.
I hope you don't disapprove of gift giving.
Well, thank you, Princess. I do not. Suppose on that note, we should also take a look at this menu and see if there's anything we can do for people. I feel like we did it recently. Let's see, is there any near certains? Likely. So I don't, I could flatter him. But I think I might want to give it just a little bit longer. Alright.
Maybe I'll give part to me urchins.
It seems like if you do it too soon after, the chances go down, and so I look for things where I know what its max potential is, and then that is a good time frame to try to interact with the people. Each as likely as the other, huh?
I don't know if I'm a good father, but she and Mama are safe. That's what's important.
Oh, that's good. And medium, high, and high. So let's go with offer.
I'd rather kiss a monkey's dung bee.
Whoa. Well, that's just unpleasant.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Ooh. Let's go see what it is. Let us out of the menus. Let me out. Hello, renowned person. A bruiser. Yeah.
And it took so very long to get here.
Let's see what the bruiser does. They increase harbor activity. Every time a passive trade happens in the trading post, there's a chance of gaining 5 tons of grain, hops, potatoes, grapes, or red peppers. Ooh. Okay. I mean, we don't have a harbor master yet, so maybe... Oh my god, look at all those people!
Those mountains.
It's funny because it says they're cutting their trip short, but they seem to be coming here pretty regularly. I feel like I need to upgrade their road here, though. Let's see. Let's give these guys some nice streets to be following, because they seem to head out this way. There you guys
Check
go.
copy?
Yep.
Loot doesn't, indeed taste half as bad as they say.
Special guest comes bearing gift. We have the Promised Land. Settlers arriving in numbers in La Isla. Okay. And then Hopefuls depart. An expedition. Very nice. Let's publish that.
Uncompromising.
There we go. And then I want to get back to making the harbor master. Or the harbor, yeah, harbor master's office. Let's get that out here. Let's go there. And then let's go ahead and pull out the key to match the rest. Like so. It's good. Good amount of brick, but I like how it makes it look more worked on and lived in. So let's see, what can we get in here? We can have this guy for the potential extra stuff. We have this lady. Maintenance cost and attractiveness.
We have the devil to pay.
Okay. And then maintenance cost, self-repair plus 50. Let's put that there. There we go. And let's see what our ship is doing.
Keep even, our keel.
Montoya. The contract and those Florians must be here in Montoya, but where? The city sprawls before you under the pastel blue sky, and the distinctive white walls and terracotta of the Imperial La Corona glowing softly along the narrow estuary where the Mexicado meets the ocean. Yet tranquil it is not. Anxiety is written on every passing face. They must surely know who you are and what you seek, but finding one brave enough to help is a different matter. You can ask around, or instead rely on your own eyes to look for clues. Ask the local Montoyans if they know anything. Or just look. Alright, let's give them some drink. Your attaché hits it off with the harbor master, presenting you, not entirely falsely, as a fellow port master sympathetic to the Porfirian problem in the region. Sick of it, says the Montoyan. Whenever they come here, it's a nightmare for us. If you're willing to take action, it will be my pleasure to assist. Out on the sun-baked rooftop, he points over river. There is, at the Casona, a large verdant ranch wavers in the distance, the sanctuary of the Florians. Alright, so we found them. Let's give them some food. Am I out of alcohol? Oh no. I think I can look what our supplies is. If we click this ship. Nope, we still have it.
Don't come with doubts. Too many lie out there.
They've been out on the sea for 20 days. Good lord. Look at all those people. I just can't get over it. Maybe we need to get a new harbor on my other islands as well. Let's see, does this guy need anything? I mean, the answer's gonna be no, because they never do, but let's see. Oh, they're doing well. I could start selling more stuff. And then maybe I'll add a public mooring. But where? It's not like we have a whole lot of space. It would have to be over here. Which isn't the worst, but they would have to walk a long way to visit the town. We'd have to bring the road all the way down to here. And we'll just have to pretend they're not looking at the prison right there when they arrive. Let's see about making this look nice for them. There we go. We gave them a beautiful entrance. So what do we need to get this built? 8 windows, 10 metal. I don't think we obviously create any of that here, so let's get the Endeavor.
Know that any assistance may influence Her Majesty's sphere.
Oh, the destruction.
Jolly Roger.
Alright, let's take a look at what that's gonna be. Ugh, I want that to close everything on my screen so badly. Destroy 2 frigates. And I don't know what our military might is here. So I'm a little concerned about that. Let's bring this over. Trade it in. Alright, we got the stuff over here. I'm trying to complete one task before moving to the next, so There we go. Public mooring done. Expedition.
Soothe our doubts.
The Prosperity contract must be here. The Cassiona looks quite modern, with its white walls and pleasant gables. There is even an adjoining orangery, extending naturally towards a neat parterres with a sweet-smelling garden. An arc of white gravel serves as a drive, with a long lines of equally white picket fence bordering the... Gosh, there's so many words I don't know. I feel dumb. In the typical colonial style. Indeed, were it not for the unusual height of its perimeter and the shutters abutting it to at regular intervals, armed guards do no doubt stationed in each, it would appear much like any other estate. You consider your plan of entry. Play it bold and launch an assault with 20%. Play it sneaky, have your best person go it alone. No. Play it crafty. Send someone in dressed as one of the congregation. 40. Okay, let's sneak someone in. Everything suggests the masked guard at the gate has been fooled, but then she asks for a password. A password, repeats your imposter in the local vernacular. Fuego. I'm going to say fuego because fire. No! An unfortunate loss. I didn't want to lose her. She was so good. Look at that. Okay. It wasn't fuego. Of course, the masked guard says calmly. At the moment your imposter passes the gate, they're seized, with little time now before the contract is moved on by foot or by horse. The rest of your brigade open fire. Cloaked figures on horseback flood into the garden from the stables. Even the gardeners have downed tools and pulled pistols. This is going to be rough. Draw the enemy out so that you can flank them, or get behind the senior officer in charge. Well, the only one that has any... There's no keeping your lot down. We are dragon slayers, they cry, pulling the enemies from their saddles until the clamor was suddenly over. You will bury your dead later. Once inside, your party meets with no resistance, only dread. The vestibule is a large open room with stairs on either side. A series of pre-Raphaelite panels depict Pyre, the Fire Mother, adorning the walls. In one, she's standing beneath a dark and cosmic sky, disciples at her feet, each holding a braid of her flaming hair. The most striking feature in the room, however, is the dome in the center. At first from below it looks convex, but it's painted in every detail as a human eye, the oculus. The pinprick of sunlight falls from the pupil in an ominous platform thick with ash. You cannot find this contract soon enough. Search the library, the assembly hall, or the study. Study?
Yar booty.
Reward discovered. A thing to put in the museum. I mean, we have a space now. Alright. The library? Rejoice, the contract is right there upon the shelf, under the letter of P for prosperity. Anno will be delighted. With this in their possession, a war may be prevented, and the small trouble it has taken to obtain it will be proven worthwhile. I don't know, man. I lost a pretty good person out there. And for exchange, a piece of paper and a shell. Alright, let's go look at these frigates. And see what kind of ships we have going on here. I don't want to send the Endeavor. I think I have 4. So is the Magnificent the leader of this group here? Yeah. Alright, let's group up over here. And see how many ships we can send out at once. Let's hook it up to
Frigate
that guy.
commencing escort.
And then we'll grab the Conqueror. Seems like a good one to have at the forefront. And then we'll go see where this frigate is. Oh, the way down there. Okay. Alright, we're almost here. We're gonna be attacking these two frigates. Oh, luckily
no captain could ask for more.
Oh, they've returned. Alright, I will look at you in a second. Luckily they've spread out a little bit.
New orders, Admiral.
These Omara
under
ships are
attack.
very inconvenient.
Stations.
You can rely on us.
Almost. Alright, there we go. It's one ship down. The ship back there is not doing great. Is that who they're attacking?
We'll give it our best.
Let's get this guy maybe a little further out of the way. Ooh. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Ready the
Let's
ropes.
have this. Pick that guy up. Let's get this one following this ship. Does anyone have a repair anywhere close? Am I allies with Omara? Let's see. No, I need to go with anyone but her, really. Alright. Anyone close that I could get some heals from? Does she have a repair crane? She does. No.
We each hold
Yes.
a tiny world in this dream.
Okay, so let's get you...
We're damaged, Admiral.
I'll see that, buddy. Let's get you there and see if that'll repair. And then the one that just picked up
You can rely on us.
this, we need to take back to our harbor and give to him. So let's go ahead and
Keep
get
her
right
constant.
here. Nope. Yes. What is this? Ah, the return from expedition.
A great moment for all of us.
After weeks of trial and tribulations, our expedition comes home safe. You finally have your hands on the prosperity contract. Now there is a chance of clearing your father's name. In doing so, preventing the outbreak of war between Sarmento and the Queen.
To beat the Porfirians at their own game.
It was costly.
Well done, eldest. You have served both Isabel and the Empire greatly.
That is one fancy ship.
Isabel Sarmento, Her Royal Highness the Queen requires you to give up your iniquitous seizure of prosperity, an island which by no means...
Oh, do stop, Archie. Is this tiny fleet all I have to sink to get my island back?
Maybe nothing need be sunk at all, Majesty.
Who are you to speak up without permission?
This is one of the good children I mentioned. A little forward, but surprisingly helpful so far.
Regard here, Your Majesty. The prosperity contract and our father's diary. The signatures do not match. And now compare with a freight document by our Uncle Edvard. Do you see? He forged the signature in order to impersonate father.
Bum bum bum.
So, Edvard is the traitor! I certainly never authorized that silly Billy to act on my behalf. I declare the contract null and void.
Then we too were betrayed. We will leave prosperity immediately, Your Majesty.
Then, I suppose we'll not be sinking any ships today. Not even as a deterrent?
Terribly sorry, Your Majesty, but I fear not.
Well, in that case, I hereby declare prosperity returned to the good children to compensate the dead father, thereby ensuring Miss Sarmento and co. are safe from this Porfirian nuisance.
They are more than a nuisance. and they will never accept this. You must be careful.
We hear you, Isabel, but first we return to Bright Sands and confront Uncle Edvard. His wicked masquerade is over.
I am sorry you had to go through all this just to have justice.
For the first time in my life, I know freedom.
Back to the old world? Oh, yep, here we go.
I sense you have news?
Edvard was the cause of all our grief. To see his face when he discovers we know.
Edvard is behind this? He's pathetic. Whatever the punishment, the damage to Edvard is already done.
Chapter 4. The torch passes.
Edvard is as good as dead to me.
As if you already didn't think that.
Edvard! I told you he was rotten as a fig.
It's an insult to figs.
We confront Edvard this instant. I have so very many words for him.
Alright.
Frigate first class.
We need to get this delivered. Where is our
In
ship?
the headlines for all the right reasons.
Ooh, prosperity rewarded to good siblings. War between Queen and rebel is Sarmento over prosperity prevented.
Ceasefire has ended.
Good siblings find proof of Samuel's innocence in indisputable guilt in their uncle.
Ceasefire has ended.
Scoundrel Edvard found to have sold prosperity to Isabel unlawfully. You all done interrupting me? Let's see where the ship is. Here we're at, and then let's check the Conqueror. How you doing? Okay, it is getting repaired over here. Goodness for allies. We also have a small quest right here. Let's see what this one is while we wait.
I'm happy as a sandboy. Will you build us another castle?
Okay.
Spill the sauce.
Let's see what he wants. A neighborhood barbecue. The worker... Let's see. The community could use some bonding. Help me organize a good old-fashioned barbecue, yes? Just get the sausages and bread and I'll take care of the rest. Okay. Yeah.
Cure! A promise kept.
Dockyard tool system. Very nice.
Fresh as a daisy here.
Yay! Alright, so we got a little quest taken care of. And we'll just wait for, I think the Razor Clam has it. Yeah, the Razor Clam to get here. Ooh. Ah. Good lord, that's not what that key does. I don't see the... Oh, yep, there's the Razor Clam. Let's do this real quick, and then we need to go check out our new island, I think. We might not need to settle a new island.
Falcon ready.
Her Majesty has little patience. I'd skip to it if I were you.
New orders,
Had a
Admiral.
rip-roaring time of it.
There you go.
I am quite penetrated by your kindness.
That is a very weird thing to say, Sir Archibald. Just saying. Let's go ahead and move the ship over here. And then let's go check on the old world, new world rather. So is this ours now? Yes. Okay. Let's grab our ship. This guy. Go over here and pick up whatever is here in the harbor. Some flotsam. So does this... Ooh, this does build cotton. So we don't need to get this little island. Whew. Nice save. Not a whole lot of working space though. Because there's all of these like oil nodes. Which make it very hard to build in the area. You can kind of go out in this area. we have just this and like around the nodes, but there's also a lot of clay. Yeah, up in here is probably our most space. Are those tigers? Something like that. Some kind of big mammal. Oh, wow, that is a lot of cannons.
Stations!
I don't know if that was all the flotsam. We'll send 25 of that to the other one too, because they expire. So we may have missed what's there, or that was all that was available. Wow. Alright. So next we'll be building stuff up here on the prosperity, and we'll be turning in the contract. I don't want to initiate any more of the main quest this episode, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We managed to get the contract back and do the whole expedition. We built up a harbor for one of our groups. What's going on here? It looks like there used to be a festival and they're all just still celebrating even though the festival's ended. We've started kind of building stuff up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.